Good morning, everyone, and good afternoon, good evening. If you're watching the recording later, I hope you're all doing well. Nice to have you back also. And I hope you've been doing okay and breathing, remembering to breathe, and all the other little things, listening, feeling as much as you can. I wanted to talk a little bit today about what happens when you can't meditate, can't focus, can't concentrate because something comes through like an elephant through that field? Do you remember quite early on when we started learning, we learned, or I asked you to picture a yellow flower in a meadow, and then either your favorite animal or yourself walking through this meadow, and all of a sudden this elephant comes through. So sometimes we have, this is what my guru calls it, a tearing thought, where it just rips through your mind, through your consciousness, and whatever you do, you cannot control it. Meditation goes out the window at that time. There's no way you're able to sit and just breathe. So the more we practice meditation and mindfulness when we are feeling good, when we are feeling okay, when those times come around, we will naturally come back to the breath. But when we haven't trained the mind enough yet, we're going to have these tearing thoughts that rip through our minds like elephants trampling through. So, what do you do then? Well, some of you I know already have something you're very passionate about, something creative. But if you don't, this is the time to really start thinking about what you enjoy doing that's creative. It could be music, dance, painting, drawing, something like that. It could be something sporty, something active. It could be jumping in freezing lakes in winter. It could be going for walks in nature. It could be football, cricket, rugby, netball, anything, chess. That's also a sport of the mind as well. Um, it could be food. Some people really enjoy cooking. It could be just, you know, going out, finding some really fresh ingredients, immersing yourself in the kitchen and making a meal for yourself or your loved ones. Something, there must be something, anything that you love to do. Some people haven't found it yet. So it's a great time to start trying new things, something that you'd never thought you would do. And it's never too late, ever, ever. I'm in my mid to late 40s now, and I've just started learning new instruments. I'm learning languages, and I finally have a kitchen that I can cook in. So I'm experimenting more with cooking and all these things, and I really love it. And it's beautiful to immerse because this is something that will really help you in the long run, especially if you're a bit younger than me. If you start thinking of hobbies and skills at a younger age, it's something that will really help you as you get older to immerse yourself. So I hope you all can find something. Um, the one thing that we can all do, it doesn't matter if you have a particular temperament towards something or a skill or something, is kindness, acts of kindness. And that brings me on to probably one of the biggest core values. So you could call it compassion, you could call it kindness. I found it difficult to understand the word compassion in the beginning, exactly what it meant. But when it was explained to me as kindness, it was much easier for me to understand. So, and kindness inculcates so many things, and it can be an activity, just like when you have a tearing thought coming through and you can't sit at home and you may be crying, you may be angry, you may be really upset. If you can, in that moment, either do something creative, immerse yourself, or just, you don't even have to leave your house. Can you send somebody a loving message, thinking about them, not about yourself, but maybe someone's going through something that you know, maybe someone is having a challenge with something, maybe somebody needs help with something, anything that you can do to take the focus, the spotlight off yourself and put it on them and be kind. The tiniest, tiniest act. So we can talk about acts of kindness more later. But for now, just remember there may be times where you can't meditate at all, you can't do any mindfulness activities at all, and you're probably thinking, oh, that's Sushridiya, oh my God, she's saying do this, and I can't do any of it in this moment, and it's nonsense. And you may feel like that sometimes, and it's okay. Take it easy. See if you can find something to immerse yourself in. And as I said, be very, very patient, because the more we practice mindfulness and meditative practices throughout our lives, every minute of every day, keep trying to come back. Later on, when those derailing moments come, you'll see those feelings won't last as long as they did in the past. So I hope while I've been talking, you're aware of your breath. So we'll go into some concentration meditation now. Let's start with taking some deep breaths. Feel the breath in the body, wherever it's moving, through your torso, your chest. Feel the breath in the nose, the air moving through the inner walls of the nose. Be aware of the temperature of the breath, that it's warmer when it comes out. Be aware of which nostril is more active. Allow your face to relax into a gentle smile, and the tongue at the roof of the mouth. Take some deep breaths and feel your shoulders let go. Feel your hands and feet relax. Remember, as the eyes are closed, we're not looking, we're not using our eyes, we're just feeling. Being aware of every single breath. Becoming aware of sounds in the distance. Sounds nearby. And sounds in the ears. I apologize. The sound of me clearing my throat. And sounds in the ears. Maintaining absolute stillness. Even of the eyeballs. On days when your focus is not so good, you can count 10 breaths at a time and then take a deep breath and count 10 breaths again. On your days when the focus is better, just be aware of every single breath. When you're comfortable with the breath, you've made friends with it, you're familiar with it. Now see if you can focus on your hands and feet, the palms of your hands and the soles of your feet, keeping awareness of the breath, but also feeling any sensations in your hands and feet. And if you can't feel very much, take a deep breath, hold it, and as you exhale, feel that extra blood flow and warmth and tingling in your hands and feet. If your mind starts thinking about things, don't worry, just ignore it. Maintain your awareness of the breath, of the sounds around you in your ears, the sensations in your hands and feet with absolute stillness. Back straight, shoulders relaxed, and a smile on your face. Sometimes when we reach this stage, you may feel a little sleepy. You may feel a little over-relaxed. What we're trying to do is keep focus. It's great at night if you're trying to fall asleep, but when you're meditating in the day, we need to try and keep the focus. It's kind of like driving a car and you have your foot on the accelerator. So if you feel sleepy, it means you have to put your foot, press it a little harder on the accelerator. So that means more focus, more focus, more focus. And if at any point you begin to feel restless and agitated, it may mean that you're focusing too hard. And at that point, it's time to take your foot slightly off the accelerator and relax a little bit. So when you're meditating, it's about finding that perfect balance and just go at a very nice, gentle speed and being aware of restlessness and sleepiness. So not too much relaxation and not too much focus. Find your perfect balance. very alert, but also very relaxed. Find that balance that's perfect for you. When you're ready, you can open your eyes. So I hope you've been drinking lots and enjoying your beverages and feeling feeling the beverage, feeling the gratitude and mindful drinking. And now I'd like you to, maybe you've already guessed, take it into your meals. So again, it can be as quick as maybe grabbing a sandwich from a bakery or even a gas station, petrol station. It could be a meal that somebody has cooked for you. It could be a grand meal that you're making for friends and family or anything in between. So exactly the same way as you are preparing your beverage, which may have taken a few seconds to a couple of minutes, preparing some food or a meal may take a little bit longer, but again, in the same way, being very, very mindful, very, very aware of everything that you're doing, from chopping, opening, sizzling, cooking, microwaving, whatever it is you do, however you eat, being aware of every movement of your body, being aware of every single sound, the little clicks and things, and when you're putting things on the counter and when you're opening things and cutting things and the sound of heat and what it does, everything. Keep practicing this beginning today if you haven't already done anything like this before. And then again, before you eat the food, whatever it is, even if it's just a quick raisin or a bite of chocolate, whatever it is, a moment of gratitude for everything that's gone into the meal. I mean, Mother Nature, the sun, and the water and everything that's needed to grow our food, right to the farmers, if it's something natural or wherever it's grown in a lab, wherever it's made, whatever it is, and the people involved, and then brought to the shops, and then those people, and then just the whole process of what it's gone through to reach your hands or your plate. Just a moment of gratitude or a prayer a little bit longer if you want to, and infuse that positive energy into the food. And again, as you're eating it, chewing mindfully. And in my culture, we believe that we have a digestive fire here. So you may have seen sometimes fire ceremonies that we do in Sanatan Dharma or Hindu culture. And so we also believe that we have that a digestive fire here. So every bite of food can be an offering to the digestive fire in here as well. We can make it beautiful, make it divine. So even if it's just with gratitude, even if it's just to be mindful and just have a quiet mind. I remember there was a story about a guru. A disciple asked a guru about the key to enlightenment, and he replied, sleep when you're sleeping and eat when you're eating. Because most of us, when we're sleeping or trying to fall asleep, there's a million things going on in the mind. And most of us, when we're eating, are planning things, concocting plans, and thinking about all kinds of things. We're not eating. So try mindful eating, try to be completely present, keep batting the thoughts away, keep being aware of the movement, and eating with a sense of gratitude and stillness of the mind. So try, see how it goes. And also, I've decided that what we'll do is when we reach 40 days, because I think in that time, in the span of 40 days, I should have been able to give you practically everything that I can share with you for beginners level meditation. So those videos I'll put up. And then from then on, whoever wants to join, I'll open it up to anybody. We'll just, if they want to continue like with this habit, we'll just meditate together from then on every day at 8 a.m., whoever would like to join. I won't talk so much, but we'll just do yeah, just silent meditation sessions, whoever wants to connect in that way. So we have, I think, one more week to go. I'll put in this week everything that I can share with you. Then I'm always open, obviously, for questions and things like that. You can always contact me and ask. So enjoy your mindful eating and drinking sessions and everything else that I hope you're able to practice and do. And lots and lots of love to you all. Thank you again for your time and coming along this journey with me. And I really pray you see results just as much as I have, if not more. I would love for somebody to come back and go, this is what I experienced, and I couldn't be happier. So, yeah, I pray one day you really, really see the benefits of it. So I will see you all here tomorrow morning. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye.